clenches her mouth like a boa constrictor, opens her hand, and slowly brings it down as she makes the noise that hinges do in horror movies. I think I was maybe inaccurate about that noise.
Yeah, it'd be more like... But this is... Let me see if I can find it.
No! Yeah!
Hi, welcome to Page to Stage,
where the books write the script,
and we set the scene. I'm Emma.
And I'm Maddie.
Today we're talking about Act 2 of our Fourth Wing musical, Taylor's Edition, in which we cover Iron Flame.
Yay!
It's very exciting.
It was kind of hard to leave off last time when we were, like, in the mood.
Yes.
We were really getting into it. This is, like, a week later that we're recording.
And we left off with Liam dead. And the sad version of the Great Warbling.
Yeah.
And that's how the curtain falls. And then it's intermission. So we did 15 minutes of intermission. Let's talk about what changes when the curtains open back up 15 minutes later.
Yeah, jumping right back into it. How does the set look different when we're segging into Iron Flame?
Segging?
Ladies, gentlemen, others, children, donkeys.
No children should be listening to this podcast.
No, absolutely not. The word segue is spelled in a way that is personally offensive to me. Because it looks like it's seg.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the shortened version of segue that we have adopted colloquially.
We have.
But it's not.
I had to teach
That's
her
the
that's
whole word.
I had to teach her how segue was spelled last year. It's like, hey man, that's segue.
I'm not gonna tell you guys how old I was last year, but it was too old.
So anyway, the curtain opens after Liam's death.
Yes.
And what has changed in the set?
I think that we have to give the impression that we're in Arisha.
Yes.
Because we're going to start with Brennan.
I think that's fair. I think maybe we have a drop mid-stage.
Yes.
Like, midway up the stage, so we can't even see the parapet right now.
No.
Like, the parapet's ever present, but we have a drop that is like, hey, no. We're in Zayden's rooms.
Yeah, we are.
So we're in this giant...
And we have that same minimal furniture. There were probably beds. You know, he had a room at Bezgayath. It's the same...
but fancier.
Room set up different. Yeah. And the good thing about the drop covering the parapet is that when they go back, we can pull the drop up all dramatic while they walk across the parapet.
That would be super duper cool. And I think it'll be super awesome because we want the shadow of Resin to be ever present in Act 2.
Right.
And so during intermission, there is a drop that comes down. It's just a silhouette of wherever we were when Liam died, and that silhouette of Resin, because we think that that is the driving force for Iron Flame. Absolutely. Is what has happened in Resin.
And as it is a jukebox musical, we're not really there yet, but Liam's coming back on.
He's gotta.
Is he gonna look ghosty? Maybe. But, like, he's just gonna come right back.
Yeah. He'll have, like, his own, like, little solo at the end or something.
Yeah.
It's like...
when she's being tortured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of my sister. Yeah. He's there, and he's gotta be, and since it's, you know, it's Iron Flame, it's torture time. He's there for that, even though if he's a figment of her imagination or whatever. Right. Like, he's gotta...
Oh my gosh. In my mind,
mm-hmm.
in the Taylor's version of this musical, it's set to This Is Me Trying.
Oh.
And it, like, fades out as she stops trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Backgroundy bits.
Okay, but back to the set.
Yes, the set. So we have the Shadow of Resin. We have that drop. I think also Arisha just needs to be specific every time we go there, because we are there several times.
Yeah, we're back and forth.
Yeah. They come in, it's the same. Bezgayath is the same because Bezgayath hasn't changed yet.
Absolutely. I think it should look almost eerily similar, except that there is the Shadow of Resin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only difference at first.
And nobody else sees it or notices it except for, like,
No.
Vi and Zayden.
Yeah, I think sometimes they stare at it. Yeah.
Because they are traumatized.
Traumatized.
Is anything else different in the set than that? Or is it pretty much the same?
I don't think it needs to be.
I don't think so
that
either.
there will be different set dressing / prop pieces that will come on at Orisha, but we're not doing props.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that it's really just important to note that there is projected, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a psych effect.
Sure.
That is...
Or it's a... Depending on how big our backstage would be, we could just do a teeny tiny little, like, outline and, like, backlight it.
I like that.
That makes it bigger because it's backlit. It just kind of depends on what access we have, but some sort of shadowed, silhouetted, this is Resin.
Okay.
That is very clearly Resin based on whatever we did for that final battle before Act 1 ended.
I think it would be great to shine the light over, like, a cutout, because I think that it could be, like, a cutout piece of, like, the drop. Obviously, we're not going to cut it during intermission. That was Resin while they were there. Be, like, really sad to leave it when you see the solid form in the exact same place as the shadow's going to be.
I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't think anything else really changes set-wise, though. I think a big part of today is going to be talking about how this book becomes the music-y parts, which is not what we talked about a whole lot in the last one. But let's talk costumes. What shifts? Because I know that we talked about something has to shift in Violet when she comes back from Resin.
Personally, I think that it's going to be taking her hair down. I know that we know her for her crown braid, but one of the ways that we're going to show change, like, that we ever show change on a stage is with hair. And so I think that, like, a braid over her shoulder or down her back looks a little bit more like, this is what I did when I forced myself to get up this morning.
Yeah. I love that. I think that having the same hair coloring, because it's super important, as we know, but, like, is different, not as put together, very much still struggling. And because this entire book, she is struggling. She can't sleep. She can't, like, Zayden's gone. She's struggling, like, fighting with herself in this, like, new information that she's received, hiding it from all of her friends.
Yes. I want to see her. We know in Fourth Wing that they're supposed to burn all of everyone's possessions, but I want to see on the inside of her, vest or flying jacket or whatever we use so that the actors are comfortable but still well outfitted, Liam's wielding patch, but smaller, because we've talked about them being back-sized. The small version on the inside of her jacket, like over her heart, and I want her to give it to Salome when she arrives.
When she arrives, or later when she gives her all of the letters that Liam wrote to her?
I think that it would be great for her to, like, hold open her jacket and show her when she's like, it's your fault that he's dead, and she's like, I know, and I think about it every day. And then she gives it to her with the letters.
Okay. I do have a thought about that, and I don't know if now is the time to talk about it or if it's not.
Go for it.
I think that there's a giant tonal shift between Act 1 and Act 2. And I think that one of the ways we can shift that, because Act 1 is very fun. It's still a jukebox musical, but it's, like, going from...
Like, bad things happen, but until Liam dies, they're not bad enough for us to care.
Yeah, and now we care. And Act 2 is a lot darker, a lot heavier, and I know it's still a jukebox musical, so it's still fun.
Yeah.
But it's gotta get darker.
Yes.
And one of the ways I think we could show that is the lights, like, the curtain opens, the lights still are down, and we show Violet's nightmares that she's been having.
Yeah.
And it's just Liam's voice, like a voiceover of Liam telling her all of the things, like, about Sloane and how she needs to take care of her. And we hear that, and then, like, she sits up and, like, wakes up, and that's how the act starts.
Yeah.
Because that then gives us the exposition that we missed by just cutting at "It has been my honor."
Right. She wakes up, and we give her a couple stage seconds to recover from that before
Zayden walks in.
Zayden comes in. She's mad at him. She was mad at him already.
But she's glad that he's awake. Or he's glad that she's awake.
Right. So they're going to be a little bit tender, a little bit forgiving, and then
Brennan.
boom, surprise Brennan.
Surprise, Brennan.
I do think that there are a couple things about Brennan's costuming that are going to help make him recognizable.
Sure.
We've talked about how cadets are going to have their patches to make them recognizable, but older riders aren't.
Thought I was dead. Joke's on you, bitches.
Yeah.
Brennan.
Okay. Interesting. No. My thought is that one of the things that we can do is Mira and Brennan are both mentioned as having like sort of reddish brown hair. For identifiability purposes. Gingers now.
Gingers.
Yeah.
And Vi just has like dark hair and like
I don't think her hair is ever that dark.
It has to be dark enough that the stark change between silver to whatever her other hair color is like noticeable. It's not like blonde to silver where it's like weird. That's kind of off-putting, but like it's like in my brain she's got like dark hair, not like dark, but like dark brown hair that fades into silver. Okay. There might be textual evidence that that's not true, but I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that we know she doesn't look like her siblings, though.
Yeah.
So there's no point in forcing that.
That's true.
I don't know that they need to be gingers, but
ginger sounds good to me.
I think Mira and Brennan should have
she's
hair
a ginger in this fan
that is very similar to each other.
Yeah.
And I think that officers, graduates, should have uniforms, because that's going to be Zayden soon, too.
Yeah.
Their uniforms, I think, have their name on the back of the flight jacket in place of the patch.
Right, but he changes his name.
Yes. So, the back of his uniform says Aserai.
Yeah.
And I think that it could be a possibly just corny enough for a jukebox musical moment for him to hug Violet, and she grabs the edge of this Velcro patch, and when he pulls away, it says Soren Gale.
Soren Gale. We're like, this is dark and moody now.
Yeah. Please?
Okay. Done. Problem solved. I think it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can do that. And then I think the other thing about people at Orisha, their costuming.
Yes.
Needs to be...
I think we give them a color.
Sure. What color haven't we used? We used light blue, we used black, we used cream, we used dark blue.
I'm thinking purple?
Foreshadowing.
Wait, why?
I don't know. But it feels like foreshadowing. Red. Extra foreshadowing.
We can't do red. That's what the Venom wear. Oh! No.
That's why it's...
No!
The Venom aren't in this one. Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Purple
sounds good.
Yeah. I was going to say green, but, like, green and Zayden's homeland don't vibe for me.
Yeah. Purple sounds right. And purple, violet.
Yeah.
Cute. It is foreshadowing. That's where the foreshadowing comes in. I knew it felt like foreshadowing because she's about to be the Queen of Orisha.
That is not a thing.
Yes, it is.
She's
going to be the Duchess of Orisha.
Duchess
Whatever.
of Tyrandor.
Same thing.
All right. Anyway.
But, hang on a second. Is Orisha not part of Tyrandor?
Yeah, it's the capital.
Yeah.
But she's the Duchess of the whole place.
I
do think, though, that he says Duke of Orisha by birth. Like, that's probably the title.
Yeah. So that makes her the Duchess of Orisha.
All right.
So therefore, foreshadowing.
Sure.
Purple.
Okay, purple. Okay.
All of Orishans wear purple.
The Orishan riders. And so that is a costume shift that we're going to see when our riders are in Orisha.
I think we see it when they go back, too. Like when he's like, this is awkward.
Right. Their flight leathers, they don't need to be, like, bright purple. But they're going to be enough purple so that the audience can tell the difference when they're standing next to the riders from Baskai.
Because we have to have that division.
Absolutely.
Throughout the entirety of this act.
Let's talk about costuming the flyers.
Sure.
We know that they were brown. How do we make their outfits in brown, though, like, culturally signify a difference from the riders' leathers?
The riders' leathers strike me as, like, badassery in, like, a very Western way.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we can do this being culturally sensitive, where the brown leathers feel like they have some Eastern influence.
Okay.
Can we do that in a way that is not cultural appropriation?
I have no idea. While Emma Googles this difficult question, I will invite you once again to be our guides to cultural diversity and let us know from a perspective that can speak on this whether we can do that.
I think we could do it if we were really specific. The writers aren't all white. And for the most part, aren't white.
I mean, I think the thing about it is that to make sense of the diversity that they have and the diversity that we get from the books, we should have a really good mix just all around.
Okay.
Like, think a race blend casting.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like,
as long as Zayden is Browns and CC
yes.
and Rhiannon.
Right. We make sure that we are honoring what we need to honor, but, like,
Otherwise.
for, like, extras for, that's for movies.
I mean, yeah, ensemble folks.
Ensemble.
Chorus
Oh my
folk.
god. Yeah, for the chorus, for the smaller characters, like, we just throw a qualified actor at that role.
Yeah.
And we inspire the costumes differently.
Based
Is
on
that
the
okay?
cast.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think if who the qualified actor was in that moment was a very Nordic looking human as Kat and as like our main people, if they're very Nordic, then I think we can pull influence from Viking armor and Viking leathers.
Right.
Whereas if we have a Pacific Islander, then we pull stuff from their history. Like, we could definitely do it based on who our main people
so
are to make sure that it's culturally sensitive and relevant.
Yeah. So we base it around Kat and her family.
Mm-hmm.
And if we make that, clear and ethical,
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody else, writers and flyers, some guy who auditioned good.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
I think that's good, too. That's ethical and that's moral. As long as the things that we need to have, we have. Like, Rhiannon is black.
Yes.
And Zayden is not white.
Right.
Of some sort. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean...
I don't think Riddick's white, but I don't think that that's ever explicit, so...
Sure. Bodhi's gotta be also not white.
Yes.
In the same way that Zayden is not white.
Yeah.
And Garrick, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of who is specifically...
Yeah, Garrick, white in the books.
Yeah.
Garrick on our stage, we don't
Whatever,
care.
doesn't matter. So costuming, set. We very much... I think we could do the writers' uniforms in a similar way.
Yeah.
Or we could just keep that very Western. Very,
Mhm.
like, just basic leathers. Very assassin-y leathers. And then give the flyers their cultural significance.
Lights and sound.
Lights and sound. What changes? Sounds are still very natural.
Right. All the songs are still going to be Taylor Swift. It is a Taylor Swift Jukebox Musical.
Yeah, it's gotta be. And I think Act 2 has way more songs than Act 1.
Absolutely.
Which tends to happen in jukebox musicals because the playwrights go, oh no, there's 12 more songs we want to get in here. And then they just, like, throw them in random places.
Yes.
So I don't think that...
We will repeatedly cite Mamma Mia when we're talking about
Yes.
a jukebox musicals because everybody's seen it.
Yes.
And if you haven't, that's on you.
Yeah. Dude, that movie's good, though. Like, the movie's good. The show is good. The plot, bad.
But who cares?
But the songs are so fun. ABBA.
Yeah.
We love ABBA.
Ooh, we do. Yeah. It's not the one I was going to go for.
Which one were you going to go for?
Our last summer.
Our last summer, I can still recall.
Okay, so before we get into a bunch of songs that we want to talk about, Lights. You mentioned kind of a darker tone.
Yes.
Since we're not really going to change up the set, but this is a more emotionally fraught act.
Mm-hmm. No more fuchsia.
No.
Fuchsia is gone.
Well, what about when they reunite and they're in love?
Oh, I guess we can have fuchsia then. But until then, no more fuchsia.
Ugh.
No more fuchsia. No more bright colors. I think darker colors. I think in the background, kind of over Ressin, if we can make it happen, like consistent lightning happening over Ressin.
Yes.
Where it's just like crack, 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 crack.
I
just
think
like
we
every
can have
now
that
and then,
going.
just like little like flashes, like that aren't actually happening in world, but
Yeah,
are
like, if
part
it's-
of Violet's brain.
If it's not going to disrupt the scene.
Mm-hmm. Her training with that dude,
Barish.
there we go. Big lighting scene.
Yes. Well, she's never training with him. He's always
Well, he's punishing
or torturing her. She
Right.
trains with Kaori.
Kaori, there we go. But she also, I mean, she doesn't train with Varish, but he does make her just
Sure.
strike,
Yes.
strike.
When
strike.
she comes to her burnout. Yeah.
I think anytime that happens, the lightning has to get more and more intense. When she comes to burnout with Varish, all the lights go off and it just bathes her in like a bright white light.
Yes, and we hear Taryn voiceover so loud.
So loud.
But like fuzzy.
Yes. And it's very, I think the like everything black except for that bright white, because that bright sterile white light is not a thing that you put on stage very often.
Yeah. And so while we're looking at Violet and hearing that, the things around her reset. And we come back to a neutral lighting when she's somewhere else.
Yeah. And so she's gotta go, and it's a very intense moment of Taryn kind of with his fuzzy, like calling out to her. Then she's in bright white light, and then it probably blacks out, and she's gone, and everything else is normal. And I wonder if from then until we fix her burnout, she has a bright white spotlight on her all the time.
I like that. And I think that, like, we don't fix her burnout immediately, but it's pretty quick. So it's not like it's going to be, like, hard to look at forever.
Yeah. Bright white spot on her.
The biggest thing that happens plot-wise after that is she's in Battle Brief, and Professor DeVera is like, there was a big fight at blah 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 outpost, and she's like, Zayden's at blah 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 outpost, and she jumps on Taryn and books it, okay, because she thinks he's dead.
Yeah, she's convinced he's dead because she hasn't heard anything from anybody.
Yes, they have been kind of fighting. They've been exchanging letters. It's cute. It's totally something we can have in the musical. We'll get there with props. But I think the whole flight, it's the last time. And it has this really repeaty moment where it's like, this is the last time. And it's like a sort of repetitive beat. And it just says those words again and again. And I think that that's like when she's getting really close.
What does the lighting look like behind that?
I kind of think,
because we have the puppets, right? We have the dragon puppets.
Yeah.
So she's
running
doing that.
Running in place.
Running
the puppet.
Running the puppet.
I think the lighting needs to be dramatic. I don't have a set color situation. I think that it would be awesome if it could show the transition from day to night and then like back to dawn, because she flies, I think, for 20 hours.
Feels to me that that spotlight that has been on her shows back up on her, and it is in like a deep red.
Yeah.
Just on her and her Taryn puppet.
Yeah.
And around her is the day to night, night to dawn.
Right.
Like her running in place, but she's kind of silhouetted.
Yeah.
In the red.
We don't need to see her facial features for this.
Because I think that does the thing in the, if there's that last time playing behind her and she's either singing or it's kind of a chorus situation where everyone off stage is singing at her.
It would be great if it was the chorus.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs to sing it.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
And then she gets there and it's great, and it's our fuchsia moment.
Yeah, fuchsia moment when they come together and she's like, you're not dead, and he's like, I'm not dead.
Right. And as emotionally significant as that is, it's not a pillar of the musical.
No.
For what we're talking about here, so we're going to skip ahead.
Lighting wise, I don't know that there's really any other big lighting moments.
Right at the end, there are probably very dramatic jukebox musical end to montage to bows lights.
Like concert-y? Are we thinking like rock musical? Like where all of a sudden all the lights like face out towards the audience and everybody's standing and clapping during bows, and like the big like...
Yeah.
That's a big lighting moment, and especially since we're ending at the end of Iron Flame.
Yeah.
We have to give this a happily ever after.
Yeah.
So I think we end it when they relight the thing.
Yeah. They desert to Arisha. They relight the thing. They're like, we're safe.
We did it.
We end it with one big dramatic kiss. Her mom is dead, but like, whatever. they've won the battle as a little like Easter egg.
Live the walls we crashed through. Had the
Yes.
time of my life. Flying dragons with you.
That's definitely how it has to end.
And it's cute and it's happy.
And we just move straight to bows. We wheel Sawyer out and he's like got half a leg and nobody cares.
Yeah. And it's all a whole thing. And I just don't think we can end this jukebox musical on a "Hey, I'm a Venom" note. I think we have to start, however we do Onyx Storm. I think we have to start it with the "Hey, I'm a Venom."
Yeah. Yeah.
I have other thoughts about Onyx Storm, but we're not going to do that until the next books come out.
No.
Probably.
Also, is it a jukebox musical?
No.
Probably not. Is it
No.
a musical? Maybe not.
Maybe not. I almost think we run the whole thing as a flashback.
Yeah.
Where we start with, "It's yours now. Don't come looking for me."
I want to.
And then run it all the way back up to that moment.
But we'll talk about that
Yes.
when we get there.
I don't know if we'll get there. But this can't end with Venom.
No, it ends happy.
Ends happy.
It ends with Long Live. We are really living that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's everything for Light.
That's everything for Light. So let's talk about important plot moments, which I know we've kind of sprinkled in.
And props.
Ooh, props. The Griffins. Since the dragons are on a stick.
The Griffins cannot be elaborate as much as we want them to.
They also have to be on a stick.
Yeah.
And they have to be significantly smaller than the stick dragons.
Personally. You know those
No!
I haven't even said it yet! That's not what I was gonna say!
Are you sure?
She's miming a stick horse. Yeah.
Is that not what you're gonna say?
No!
Oh.
It's worse!
What do you mean it's worse?
You know those little things that are like usually eagles, but they're like birds and they have beaks and you balance them on your finger? I think
you
it's
know those hand puppets that when you squeeze them they go I had one that was a toucan.
No, I
was
did not
thinking
know
like,
about this.
and it's like
Shit!
So anyway, hand puppets?
Yeah, I think for continuity, it would be great if they were in the same style as the dragon puppets.
Well, Andarna's a finger puppet or like a hand puppet, right? Currently, she can't be for Act 2.
No, not anymore. She was.
She was a hand puppet, and now they are littler hand puppets. But they're cool. Yeah. Or they're like on sticks and they're little. I don't know.
I think probably we should consider Andarna as a hand puppet like a fun joke.
That didn't actually happen.
No, I think realistically she's on a stick and she's just littler.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the Griffins are on sticks and they're just littler.
Yeah.
If the dragons are 3 feet, they're 1 foot.
Yeah. I like that. And then it's proportionate.
And they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's helpful.
Yeah, I love that. So we have the Flyers with them and they have their own. So it's a big puppetry show, but like silly puppets.
Absolutely.
Not silly, but like not.
You just move it up and down and it flaps its wings.
Yeah, flaps its little wings and it's good. And then when they hike up the mountain, I think we just roll like a 6-foot fake mountain on. And then like they just like walk them up the mountain.
Yeah, probably. And then when they die, they throw it. Yep. Just
that was
like
them
that.
Falling off the mountain.
That was them falling off the mountain. It was. Okay.
She doesn't approve of my
Foley sounds.
My Foley
I don't
sounds.
like.
She hates my Foley sounds.
I don't like Foley work.
She hates me and she wants me to die.
As it pertains to you. You heard it here first, folks. I hate her, and I want her to die.
It's true. It's what I hear when you say you hate my Foley sounds.
All right.
I
apologize.
When you say you hate my I statement. When I feel dismantled and underappreciated, when you dismiss my Foley sounds as anything other than comedic and sound editing genius, I would like if you would appreciate them more.
I apologize for disgracing your Foley sounds as anything less than historically excellent artwork.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And that's how you mend friendships.
Woo! Okay, so relating to big props or new props, how does Andarna look different now?
Well, we don't see her for so much
Mm-hmm.
of this act. We don't see her, but I think she has to be, if the dragons are 3 feet and she has been 1 foot,
She's
she's
now
now
2
2 feet,
Yeah.
and she is like the blackish purple that kind of matches their new gear.
Yeah. And I think we just leave her that way all the time because
Yeah.
she is for all of Iron Flame.
Yeah, and she does that, and she is sassier with her little self.
Yes.
So she gets a dedicated, I mean, she maybe had the same dedicated puppeteer the first act,
Yeah.
but now it's like she is very
Present.
present.
Yeah. What do you think?
Magnets.
4?
The Bjorn.
Yeah. I think she comes off her stick. I think the puppeteer that is Andarna all of the time, like, moves the puppet up to match up with Puppet Taryn's chest, and she sticks, and they pull the stick out and leave.
Yes, okay, so when she gets the Bjorn, they just boop.
Yep.
She sticks. They carry her around.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
I never think about that. Like, that is really sweet. It's like, hey, I saw you were struggling, and I invented accessibility stuff for you.
Yes. ADA accessible dragons.
Oh,
So good.
all right.
Okay, so relevant plot things. We've talked about the ending being long-lived, and we've talked about one other, right? And we talked about
the flight to Zayden in relation
Oh,
to
yeah.
lights.
and the lights, and we talked about the song that was playing in the background.
We were gonna wait until now
Uh-huh.
to talk about Who's Afraid of Little Old Me,
Yes.
being what happens when Zayden and Violet lead them out of Basgiath to Orisha and then back,
Yeah.
like right at the end before the battle.
Yes. And then do we think we bring back the Great War?
Yes.
The
It's-
rock version of the Great War?
It's
for
the
that?
only thing that's on Rebecca's playlists as many times as Miss Americana and the Heartbreak
Yes.
Prince and the Great War, both on the playlists a record number of times.
Yes.
And the thing about the Great War is that it's like a continuing theme into all of them, like regardless of the state of Violet and Zayden's relationship.
Right.
I think instrumentally it's playing a little bit whenever they're fighting regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like it's a nice
yeah.
transition music in between scenes.
But absolutely, I think we bring back the rock version for the Battle of Biscayeth.
Yeah.
We're fighting the then and now, and we know it.
Yes. And I think that's great. And we were going to talk about a little bit about when she was being tortured
Yes.
in that song. I know we're all out of order. Stay with us.
Yeah.
Just like follow the path in our mind palace.
Yep, we're going to ask you to walk the halls until you see what you think is a bathroom. Open the door. Note that it is in fact the prince's bedroom. Fall in love with him. Get married. Become queen, king, monarch of a new kingdom. And then blow it up.
What?
I don't know.
What did you just say?
I had a thought at first, and then I wanted the same energy as last time, and I don't remember where my original thought was gonna go. Mind Palace.
The Mind Palace. You go in one door, and all of a sudden it's a secret passage back to where you started.
Yeah.
So our Mind Palace is not a linear progression, so sorry.
No. Okay, in the Mind Palace, we are walking back towards when she's being tortured.
Uh-huh.
It's gotta happen to This Is Me Trying. Like, and fade out.
And Liam's back.
Very dramatic. And Liam is back. The actor is, like, literally here, looking just a little bit ghosty. Personally, I just think they covered him in highlighter.
Just a little bit shiny.
The Jukebox Musical!
Yeah, he's just a little shiny. Like
There's
a little bit iridescent.
There's like one big piece of shiny fabric
Yes.
all over him.
Yeah, just like the like see-through stuff and it just goes over all of his leathers.
Yeah.
And then it's just like very
When I was talking about the dragons being organza on sticks, actually, it's Liam. He's just wearing a big drape of organza.
nice. That's awesome. And then it's, this is me trying, and then it kind of fades out as she stops trying. And then, of course, the mists, the atmospheric haze comes crashing in the door when Xaden comes to save her.
Yes, we give her a moment of silence, like, maybe we have Liam hold her, like, they're holding on.
Mm-hmm. She's ready to go.
And then we get the atmospheric haze, baby!
And it's big, and I feel like it's gotta, like, the tone has to shift.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like we just went from, I don't even know what it could be instead, but we went from this is me trying, and it fades out. The haze starts to come in under the door.
Yeah.
The door crashes open.
Yes.
Xaden steps in, and maybe it's Out of the Woods. But, like, hard rock Out of the Woods.
Well, it's got to fade in, right? Like,
no,
we
I
have
think
to...
it.
Oh!
I think it. Smash door open.
And then it's like,
so much haze. Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is Relic Hearts.
I mean, we can't play it on the podcast.
No, but I think that
if anybody is looking to understand what we're thinking when we say hard rock cover of Out of the Woods.
It is like 2 minutes and 45 seconds into Relic Heart's cover of Out of the Woods. And it is like when it's like, I'm setting you free. And then it's like, ba, 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 out of the woods, on our way out of the woods, on our way out. And then he murders everybody.
Yes. Yes. We like to see
love
it.
We love when he murders people.
She's just like wiggling in our chair, smiling and kicking her feet.
Kicking my little feet about all this murder.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
No.
I'm anti-murder in real life.
What a statement.
It's the 12.
Right.
So, that's torture. I think we're just kind of going backwards at this point.
Yeah, we have to hit the cat stuff.
Yes.
She is going to come in big themed with Don't Blame Me.
Yes.
Like, she is... Honestly, it's debatable whether she even is in love with him.
No, I think she just wants the power, but...
Right, she wanted that relationship. I think she liked him.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah.
Subjectively hot.
Yeah. And then you're thinking...
I'm thinking that Violet takes that power back after that, like, sick mic drop of when she was like, hey, Kat, by the way, that thing you taught him, thanks.
Yeah.
And then she gets played out with, like...
Yeah, I don't think she sings it, but it's like, we see her back, and it's like...
Yes.
Ba, ba, da, da, ba. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. What other big moments?
I don't have any.
Is that all of it? Those all the big moments we want to talk about? If you have other big moments, dear
that
listeners,
that
you were like, hey, what about this? How would this look like? Let us know.
Yeah, we'll do a little segment in another episode where we're like, hey, throwing it back 8 episodes, because somebody was brilliant.
Yeah, somebody was brilliant. And you can email us at pagetostagepod@gmail.com, or you can message us on Instagram at pagetostagepod.
And we would love to hear from you.
Give us all the information, because we also want to know what you want to hear.
Yes.
Because right now, we're just doing a something.
Yeah,
we're just doing a something together, and it's pretty cool, actually. It's very fun. We're having a good time. And if we get to a place where there are listeners who have thoughts, I love that for us.
Yes.
So, if you're a listener and you have thoughts, send them our way. Unless they're mean thoughts.
Oh, yeah,
then you should write them down in a little note. And you should tie them to a pigeon. And you should send that pigeon on a trip to come and find us. And then because we don't train homing pigeons anymore, he's not going to. And then your thoughts can just be out in the void, and that's fine.
Yes. What I was going to say is, if you listen to our credits, our social media is run by a feral little raccoon we know, and she will come for you.
She
You're
is
mean to us.
feral.
Oh, yes.
Wildly so.
Oh, yes.
So, I wouldn't suggest being mean to us. Here's the thought.
Don't be mean to anybody.
Just don't be mean to anybody, but if you don't like the pod, just don't listen to the pod.
Yeah.
There's 1,000,004 pods out there.
Yes.
You either like our nonsense or you don't.
You're like, these two are too ridiculous.
And
Great
if that's
news.
true, okay, bye.
Lots of people who aren't.
Yeah, get away from me. There's plenty of real shit out there. And this is just fun shit for our fun when we're not teaching children. When we're not teaching the youth of America, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So, I'm already exhausted. So don't be mean to me. Anyway, is that the whole of Act 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. It's time for a segment.
We are doing the Hall of Shame.
In this segment, we talk about books that have outrageous titles or outrageous premises that might be really fun to read, but are not right for us to cover on the pod.
Right. Will we read them? Probably not. But this is so funny.
They're so funny. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay. Today, Maddie, I have brought you
Yeah.
Get in My Swamp.
What?
An ogre love story by
No!
G.M. Ferry. The cover is this very chiseled man who is clearly not wearing any clothes, and he is green.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Everyone look it up right now.
Get in My Swamp.
That's
An ogre
insane.
love story. Here's our book description. Oh, this gets 3.09 stars
That's a lot.
on Goodreads. Here we go. When Leona stumbles upon Beck, the ogre's trapped. What? That's not real words. Let's try this again. When Leona stumbles upon Beck, the ogre is trapped and becomes his prisoner, she's determined to get away. But it doesn't take long for things to start heating up between the two.
No.
Beck is trying to protect her, and Leona can't help her body's reaction to the buff green monster.
What?
The lines.
No, what? New meaning for Get in My Swamp, man.
What did you think this book was about?
I just thought it was like a Shrek joke. I didn't realize they were going to commit.
The lines between captive and captor become blurry, and the passion becomes a raging fire neither of them can put out. Get in My Swamp was previously released on Kindle Vella, and the last chapter was posted December 25th. Content warning. Get in My Swamp is a dark fantasy romance between a snarky young woman
No,
and
really?
a brute green ogre. While fun, the story includes elements that might not be suitable for some readers.
I'm thinking.
Abduction. Non-consensual bondage.
What?
Consensual bondage.
What?
Incest.
Wait. Wait. What do you mean?
Mention and description of past trauma, cheating, and violence are present in the novel. Readers who may be sensitive to this content, please take note.
The question is which one of them is cheating and on who?
I think my favorite... I'm looking at the reviews right now.
Yeah.
This person said, I don't want to talk about it. This person said, fuck it, 5 stars. This one says, this book is great in the way that you're like, nah, I could never want to fuck an ogre. And then you have an insane fever dream and wake up, and then you say to yourself, you know what? I could and would if I had the chance. 10 out of 10.
Oh my god. All right.
So
I
there
think
you go. That's my Hall of Shame that I have brought you. Get in My Swamp, an ogre love story by G.M. Ferry.
Okay. My Hall of Shame today is actually one of the reasons why we have a podcast. Our podcast, once upon a time, was going to be where we read these books and tell you about them. But we don't want to. So, this book is called Tooth Decay with a Side of Bay. It's book 1 of a series.
What?
By Victoria Rackus.
I want the whole thing to be written in prose like that.
Yeah, I do too. The cover isn't offensive depending on which one you're looking at. There is a version of this cover where it's just Bitmojis standing next to each other in front of a haunted house.
It's very funny. It's like they just like superimposed them.
It's great.
Into a realistic
It's
background.
really good. Okay.
Look it up.
The description for this one. Rosie Parker never asked to be a tooth fairy. She's plenty happy with her career as Salem's favorite pediatric dentist.
Sure.
And quite content filling her solitary evenings with a passionate dollhouse hobby.
What?
What? You shh. With the government coming after her for back taxes. A persistent, attractive accountant poking around in her tooth-gathering agenda. Rosie's carefully constructed world begins to crumble.
Sure.
And when she's unwittingly drawn into a wicked plot to steal DNA from baby teeth,
What?
She realizes that she's in way over her head. Can Rosie brush aside?
You got it. All right.
Can Rosie brush aside her fears and misgivings about fey magic and find her own happily ever after with the tax man? Listen, the tax man is probably just the accountant, but when
it's gotta be the man who they're sending to her to do taxes.
Yeah, but listen, when you say tooth fairy and then you say tax man, I imagine that he's also a mythical being.
It's gotta be the tooth fairy and the tax man.
He's just a creepy guy in a trench coat with a briefcase.
Our first piece of merch, if we ever get to that place, has to be the tooth fairy and the tax man.
Yeah.
Like, it should say, like, I'm his tooth fairy, and it should be
tax man. Yeah. And our first public appearance, we will be seen wearing shirts that say that.
Ooh, that's good. All right, well.
Hold on. This one, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Out of how many reviews?
4.
Yeah.
3 5-star ratings and 1 3-star rating. However, nobody wrote about it.
Boo.
Boo.
Wow, 3 5-star ratings is intense.
It's free. I'm getting it.
I have it too. Okay, well, there you go. There's our segment.
This has been Act 2 of the Taylor's version Fourth Wing Jukebox Musical.
We hope you've had fun. Thanks for joining us on last week and this week's episodes.
We sure had fun.
We had a good time talking about it, so hopefully you'll join us again next time.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Our editing on Page to Stage is done by Emma.
Our music is by A Strange Mood Productions. Thank you for building us these sick beats.
If you want to contact us, that's at Page to Stage Pod on Instagram, or you could send us an email at pagetostagepod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is run by a tiny feral raccoon. We love her a lot.
And we love you a lot. We'll see you next time.
Do the wicked riff. Like you missed a couple notes.
No.